Welcome to PsychoCore. We're thrilled to have you here. We've prepared an incredibly engaging video for you today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. Have you ever felt like you're not good enough? Like the fear of failure or constant comparisons with others paralyze you? These feelings are something many of us know too well. But what if I told you that this very feeling can become your greatest ally? Alfred Adler, one of the pioneers of modern psychology, proved that the inferiority complex isn't an obstacle. It's a challenge that can transform your life. Today, we'll dive deep into his methods. Not only will we explore how to overcome this complex, but we'll also learn how to turn it into a powerful driving force for change. Adler quote,
"The inferiority complex is the engine of all achievements, as long as it's used correctly."
This quote highlights a powerful truth. The same feelings that make you doubt yourself can also motivate you to grow and improve. The key lies in how you channel those emotions. Subscribe to the channel if you're looking for tools to improve yourself. And leave a comment. What is your biggest challenge in dealing with self-doubt? And your stories will help others see that they're not alone in this journey. What is the inferiority complex? The inferiority complex isn't just about feeling insecure. It's a deeply rooted belief that you're not skilled enough, strong enough, or smart enough to reach your goals. Adler described it as a feeling of imperfection that stimulates the desire for growth. And here's the key. The inferiority complex is a natural state that can either hold us back or become our motivation to move forward. Real-life example. Imagine an athlete striving to break a world record. Their constant feeling that they haven't reached their full potential pushes them to train harder and grow stronger. This is the positive side of the complex. However, if that same athlete spends too much time comparing themselves to others and focusing solely on their failures, it blocks their progress. Adler quote,
"We are not defined by what happens to us. We are defined by how we choose to use it."
This reminds us that life's circumstances don't determine our success. It's our response to those challenges that shapes who we become. Even feelings of inadequacy can fuel positive change when approached constructively. How to recognize your inferiority complex? The first step in overcoming the complex is awareness. Many people don't even realize that they've been living with this feeling their entire lives. Practical exercise. Take a piece of paper and divide it into 2 columns. In the first column, write down situations where you feel insecure. In the second, write what you think about yourself in those moments. This simple exercise helps you identify patterns that block your personal growth. Often these thoughts sound like, "I'm not smart enough," or "I don't have the talent for this." But are these thoughts true or just your perception? Start by questioning them. How childhood shapes the inferiority complex. Adler emphasized that many of our core beliefs are formed in childhood. Criticism, comparisons, or even ridicule can plant the seeds of self-doubt. Over time, these memories shape our worldview. But remember, childhood is just the starting point. You have the power to change how it influences you. Practical exercise. Think back to a situation from your childhood when you felt inadequate. Now, write down how you would explain to that child today that they are worthy and capable of much more. Adler quote,
"Your past does not define your future. You can write a new story if you take responsibility for your life."
This quote is a reminder that while childhood experiences may shape us, they don't have to limit us. By taking ownership of our present actions, we can rewrite our narrative and create a better future. How to transform the inferiority complex into a driving force. Method 1. Recognize your strengths. We often focus on what we lack, but identifying and building on your strengths is the key to building confidence. Practical exercise. Write down a list of 10 things you do well. Then pick 3 and ask yourself, how can I use these strengths to solve the challenges I face? By focusing on your talents, you begin to notice opportunities that previously seemed out of reach. Method 2. Act despite fear. Your fears are not a stop sign. They're pointing you toward areas where growth is possible. Practical exercise. Write down one action you've been avoiding because of fear and take the first step today. For example, if public speaking terrifies you, try starting with a short speech in front of a few close friends. Each small step you take to face your fears makes you stronger. Method 3. Rewrite limiting beliefs. Your limiting beliefs are just stories you tell yourself, but you can rewrite these stories. Practical exercise. Pick one belief that's holding you back, e.g., I can't do this. Rewrite it into a positive statement. I'm learning and I can achieve this. Repeat this new belief to yourself every day. Adler quote,
We create ourselves through the thoughts we choose to believe.
Adler believed that confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about recognizing what you already do well and building on those strengths rather than dwelling on your weaknesses. Conclusion. The inferiority complex isn't a burden, it's a challenge. And if you embrace it, it becomes an opportunity for personal growth. Adler quote,
Great achievements are born from great efforts.
This final quote reminds us that personal growth requires persistence and determination. Embracing the struggle is what makes the success worthwhile. You share in the comments which method you'll start using today. Start this forward. Subscribe if you're ready to embrace change, and remember, by working on yourself, you're already taking a big step forward.